Hello, I'm Costa and today I'll be reacting to Azerbaijan's entry for Eurovision 2022. Today I'll be reacting to Fade to Black by Nadir Rustamli, which is Azerbaijan's entry for Turin. I have quite mixed opinions on this song, but overall positive, and I have some kind of predictions for how this will go, so let's dive straight in. Obviously, a very intentional decision was made to give the song a very dark, austere, solemn visual. And I think that can allude to what we can expect from the staging in Turin. I think it will be quite somber, but have a lot of quite clever camera work, effects, lighting. I think they'll really throw everything at this. It's worth saying that Nadir, as a singer, he's obviously very talented, he won The Voice, but his style seems to be more in the rock, jazz kind of category, and what they've given him is something a lot more musical theatre. There's a theatricality, but it's also very classical, so I'm interested that Azerbaijan kind of continues to match artists with songs that they don't tend to really sing. And here you have a little bit of a nod to some more Azeri instrumentation that doesn't really come to anything in the song itself. But as I said, I think he's a really talented vocalist. I don't know if the song necessarily suits his voice, but I have no doubt that he's going to sing this very well live, and I'm actually very excited to see this on the stage. Even though it's not my favourite song, it is one of the ones I'm really watching to see what they do with it, because we really have no idea what it's going to look like in terms of the staging, or even sound like, based on the fact he doesn't do any pre-parties or live performances of the song. This moment here where it amps up a bit, I do see a lot of potential. I think we can expect some very dynamic staging here. I think they're really aware that in third in the running order, I think they haven't got the best running order draw because they are quite early. I think they're fourth in the running order, so I think the broadcaster know they need to up whatever they're doing. This note is going to be a huge moment, but I have faith that Azerbaijan will really throw a lot at this and make it very special live and make it really stand out. So yes, I am quite curious to see what they do with this. Yes, I think my response to this song is very similar to most people that I've seen, in the sense that I don't think it's like spectacularly amazing in studio, but I see potential for it to be a bit more special live. I think the song and the artist don't feel very connected at the moment, but that may change. I think a good example would be 2019. I think Chingiz, like when it got to the final, it was a lot more kind of in sync and the staging came together and it was a top 10 finish. So although I don't think Fade to Black is a top 10 song at the moment, I do think Azerbaijan know how to stage for the most part. So I'm excited to see it. Another thing to note is that he's up against Australia and Poland, who have songs in a similar category and have a similar kind of feel. So how many of those can advance? I don't think all three can at this point. So if they do, I'll be surprised, but could happen. Overall, I think it's a good effort from Azerbaijan. I would really love to see them send something in Azeri with a bit more of an Azeri instrumentation. I think that would be a really fantastic way of filling a void that has been left by countries like Bosnia and Herzegovina and Turkey. So that would be really nice to see. And yeah, that was my initial reaction. What do some of my colleagues at ESCXTRA have to say about Fade to Black?
Azerbaijan has come to Eurovision 2022 with another great song, and in my opinion, I really think that Nadir is one of this year's best male vocalists, as the song is able to showcase his insane vocal range, which is full of emotion, and I really think that this song could be a jury favourite, especially with the range of emotions and tonality that Nadir is able to achieve with his voice. And I'm really curious to see how it's pulled off live and how they stage it, as it has really good potential.
As usual, Azerbaijan know what they're doing. They're sending a very strong vocalist with an objectively good song. So that's always good for them. I think because it was released last, I personally still have to get used to it. But I think it's a very solid attempt, and I'm very excited to see what it's going to look like in Turin.
That was our reaction. If you liked this video, like it, subscribe to ESCXTRA on YouTube, and follow us on our social media channels at ESCXTRA on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And have a great day. Thank you very much for watching.